Hi there, this is John Drew from the Twiglet Zone and Elevated Planet. An interesting thought came up the other day. It was mentioned about Luxor. In the Valley of the Kings, there is a specific area that has a curse. This was something that crossed my path a while ago in terms of how this actually manifests itself. How can a curse exist? Here's the explanation. Certain areas have very high frequency energies, and it's all a question of energy alignment. So let's say that these things have been created in a way that is intended to bring enlightenment and wisdom, and they've been pitched at a very high frequency. So in order to be able to absorb that energy, you have to also be resonating at a high frequency energy. Otherwise, you are going to be at odds with each other. Because let's say, for instance, if you were a bit of a bounty hunter and your motivation was greed and control, and it isn't there about discovering, it isn't about sharing. So you're going in with very low frequency energies, and yet you are going into a high frequency area. Now that is going to mess you up because your energy fields are absolutely against each other. Therefore, it is understandable how it could actually affect the matrix of the human body, and it can perhaps create diseases and various other things because you have been exposed to high frequency energy when you yourself are vibrating at a low frequency energy. Now, if on the other hand you were to go into that same area, but you were doing it with good intent, a desire to learn and to grow so that you in turn can teach people, that you can elevate people around you. So you do it with selfless motivation as opposed to selfish motivation. Therefore, you are vibrating at a naturally high frequency. Now, what you may find when you go into that area is that you have some sort of an epiphany. I think that when it comes to the things like whether it's the Valley of the Kings in Luxor, whether it's the pyramids, or the certain areas where people have died as a result of going into places, people say, oh, it's down to the curse. The curse could be something as simple as the lack of vibrational alignment from the person going in there relative to the frequency, the high frequency energy that exists there. They're out of alignment. It causes issues that actually manifest as physical illness or other things that create issues. So there you go. A quick, simple explanation for curses. Not all embracing, not all encompassing, because I'm not naive enough to believe that I know all the answers. But that one I've heard, and I do believe the source of that information is accurate, and to me it makes total sense because, as we know, the second law of the universe is all about the law of vibration, and everything vibrates at a certain frequency. If we're out of synchronization with the vibration of a specific place, it will not feel good to us. High frequency met with low frequency is bad. And similarly, if you go into low frequency energy places, which they do exist, because sometimes they carry the residue of things that have happened in the past. So if you go to an area where there has been a lot of pain, a lot of fear, then you will feel that energy. And there are those energy healers out there who can cleanse areas. Laurie Lamson, who is on our team, is a soulful space clearing expert. If you have a home where certain rooms just do not feel right because they have an energy residue from the past that needs to be cleared. So if there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call? Laurie Lamson. Forget the Ghostbusters. Anyway, that's it from me, John Drew, from Elevated Planet and the Twiglet Zone. Farewell for now.